team, while they have not been able to pick up this, the success they wanted, they had to qualify here somehow, right? They've definitely shown up before and are looking to show up again here as we go into this first game here with built different fire up start. Definitely interesting start.
Yeah, very interesting start here. Both fire up and build different. As we are watching a player POV because spectator tool works 100% of the time, no matter what. Don't worry about it. Smile.
It is what it is. But obviously everyone's gonna take fire up because
Have
fire
you
up is
ever
a fun
wanted to
awakening.
become
Um,
stronger?
but like, what are like just going into it? Like, what do you think teams should draft when you see fire up? Like, do you think they should look for ways to force the evades out to stop fire ups from going off, or do you think they should look for characters that can stop flips? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's pretty simple. You just basically play whatever, and you have infinite core flips. It's the nice thing about fire up is that it helps every comp, no matter what. No matter how good you are, a flip will kind of beat everything. So
Well,
we'll
that
have to.
is
Yeah.
definitely true. But I will say that the ability to flip is a skill in itself, as we're gonna see, arrows coming out for both sides, but a little bit different brawlers and goalies. We see this Rasmus goalie that Soren has been playing a little bit more often recently than his signature Kai. Um, so
Yeah.
definitely interesting.
Especially since the removal of the Demon Deus, we have been seeing a lot of Rasmus Gully, but Soren likes to pull it out. And here, Powerhouse defenders have this comp of the Era X, which scales really well into the late game, which may matter on a Oni village that can go really late. As right now, they're just like kind of posturing in the midfield, just trying to get one advantage, trying to get one angle to get the core in. And Snackin and Smackin are just not able to find it. Aromatic T almost has an angle here, but Soren keeps on defending. He almost has the flip up. Surge just trying to get it towards his Juliet. Juliet finally gets it with a dash punch, and Smackin are looking to get their first goal gate. But Powerhouse defenders, they have their energy coming back up, and with fire up, it can be a massive turning point. As Soren uses the flip, doesn't find much. ET Han uses the flip, misses it, and now MnnMouse still has flip. We'll have to see if they can get it forward. Flip it from MnnMouse, buy some time. Both of the forwards from Snackin and Smackin are staggered. ET Han can't find the kill, but MnnMouse finds the goal gate. Down to ET Han, just passing the midfield. ET Han's trying to get the goal. They get the kill onto the Era. They still need to get the goal. 10 seconds on the respawn as Mint T finds a good return kill. And the stun from Tomotaco from his Dubu dash buys a lot of time.
It's interesting. The core was just stuck there. You were talking about the scaling, but I think in these fire up games, regardless of it being Oni Village, they're just a lot faster paced. So I wonder if that's going to come into play as another defensive flip is going to come out. And there's a good opportunity here as we see Aromatic T is able to pick up the goal on Soren. But yeah, like while they do have good scaling, are they gonna be able to get to that point in the first place? Or is just the fire up gonna just be too powerful for them to deal with?
It really depends on if the other energy awakenings come up. But here, they're showing that they're still able to get these goal gates really early on, as Snackin and Smackin lose both. But Aromatic Mint T tries to find the angle. Sir has the core flip. They find one goal gate. They try to get down to the core flip, but ET Han, he's dangerous to flip. He tries to find the angle. Good log. Defends it from Tomotaco. And now Tomotaco almost has the flip. MnnMouse trying to just collapse on Sir in the midfield. They need to find this goal gate soon, and Aromatic Mint T finds it. Now it's all goal gates are open, but MnnMouse has a core flip and Tomotaco has a core flip. A little bit of a mismatch in terms of goalie, and MnnMouse just pops it. A little bit of a whiff there, and buys space for Snackin and Smackin to actually get a goal angle here. They just have to coordinate here, try to get some passing plays in the midfield, but they can't right now. Back to ET Han. Tomotaco has the flip. They're just looking for some plays. A little bit of dribble here. Deta tries to interrupt, gets it, but Tomotaco with the flip finds the kill, and Aromatic Mint T almost scores at the flame flurry. Barely gets saved, but the core flip comes out, and eventually Mint T finds the goal.
We're seeing, like, once again, this early fire up lead, is taking place, and these rounds are not like this. This might be an Oni Village game, but the rounds do not feel like an Oni Village game because just like you can't defend these barriers for very long when the flips are just permanently coming out. I mean, like it's really difficult to permanently defend against fire up. It's just not a defensive game. And a nice attempt on an aromatic Mint T I like the attempt.
Yeah, especially when you have a character like Juliet and like X if he plays it right. Of course, it's a little different on X, but holy, what
Really
a
gonna come through
kill!
against Soren though.
Yeah, Minty
Interruption
finds the
is
kill, and now it's a 2v3, and Minty just slots that in. Snackin and Smackin are smacking, and they are snacking to
a
a
little bit.
3-0 in the first set.
Yeah, a little bit interesting start. We definitely did not expect to see Snackin' and Smackin' go straight away to Smacking and Snacking. But the quick strikes here is the first energy awakening we're actually going to see, and it's actually going to be immediately like picked up. Definitely a choice that is not like controversial, but just because of the fact that it's quick strikes. You want to be able to flip more, and you have fire up, right? Just and especially, I mean, even on Oni Village is so powerful. We're gonna see the X get the perfect form. Definitely not the worst awakening X can pick up. Definitely feels good, especially if you start to pick up some of these other awakenings that allow you to recycle your cooldowns over and over.
Yeah, we'll have to see as Snackin and Smackin are looking pretty good in this first set. Well, they do get quick strikes, which will keep on helping their just energy often, which is really the biggest thing is winning these early rounds in a fire-up game gives you more energy and allows you to win more sets and get more energy awakening. So we'll see if they're able to collapse on that.
Yeah, these games can definitely get out of hand very quickly off of a few drafts. And Quick Strikes is definitely a good start for the side of Smackin' and Snackin' as they get the barrier here. And Aromatic T, nice patience, but is not able to quite put it in. And
Yeah,
the flip from Tomotaco is also not able to put in. Nice defense on the side of MnnMouse and Soren.
Yeah, Tomotaco just walks up and goes for the flip. I mean, he doesn't hit the goal, but now Sir has an opportunity here and just scores. Again, this energy advantage is going to Snackin' and Smackin'. They're using their flips better, and they're getting this advantage. So far, Powerhouse defenders have yet to even score a goal. They want to fix that, but their flips are all coming up at the same time. They have to use these correctly to get an advantage. As Itihan core flips for 1 goal gate, MnnMouse trying to win the strike wars. Core flips doesn't actually get a goal gate, but forces out the core flip from Sir. Now, Airman Mint T has to force it through Soren, who has the flip as well. Soren pops the flip. And now that's all flips from the Powerhouse defender. Snackin' and Smackin' will have an energy advantage, but Itihan is bullying tomotaco with that X Maximus. Just trying to find anything as Soren is walking way past the Yeesh line, trying to find it too as an X, but he's not able to. He won't be punished for it just yet as NATOs come in, Aromatic Minty tries for the dash punch, and it goes back to a more neutral state with 1 goalie rated down on both sides.
I like the change up in strategy. Soren is playing a little bit more aggressive than previously. And allowing them to get more midfield control, switching out with MnnMouse in the goalie position, and now Itihan is also just hard oaking, does not care about the core, just looking to get the kill on Tomotaco or force these evades. Once again, these evades matter a lot because that means you can't flip and give your team more energy.
Yeah, I can give your team more energy and more speed. Honestly, the speed is one of the biggest things. As Tomotaco is getting okied, Itihan is finding the damage as MnnMouse with the flip finds the first goal for Powerhouse defenders in this game.
Yeah, and there's definitely no need to be patient or cautious with these flips. Just flip on cooldown, because even if you don't get it, you'll either force something out of them, but also more importantly, your team is going to be able to flip more every time you flip. Right? It's like a positive feedback loop. Every time you flip, you're going to get closer to your next flip. So,
yeah, I remember when it used to be an infinite feedback loop, but
yeah,
now it's a little more balanced.
A little bit, but it's definitely still incredibly powerful. As you're gonna see, Snackin' and Smackin' strike back and pick up the second point of the set.
Yeah, very powerful. Snackin' and Smackin' want to actually win this. They're actually looking a lot better than the record would show, but they have a good chance here as Itihan. The core flip goes a little wide, not able to find anything on the strike afterwards. MnnMouse has an angle, but Sir, really good rotation back. Soren flips. Tomo flips. And now Sir has the flip in the midfield. MnnMouse has it again. MnnMouse can't hit it. Sir with a defensive flip gets it to Mint T. Mint T trying to get a goal barrier. Gets one. Flip whiffs. Again, these flips need to be hit if they want to get these second goal barriers, especially on a map like Oni's Village, where the defense is so strong. These flips need to find the goal barriers, and with Fire Up, you're allowed to just honestly flip for 1 goal barrier, and it's worth it, as Minty can't find it with that mix-up there.
Honestly, even if you flip to get their flip, it's actually not that bad because, it ends up being an equal trade, yes, but the extra speed and energy your team is getting feels so good. I s
Oh,
and they're gonna almost get that goal. What a defense by Soren. But
yeah. Great death touch from Soren buys him some time, but now Sir almost has flip, and Soren is lacking his gold berries, which is very important. Despite him having flip, it defends against the dash punch there, but Sir will have the flip coming up shortly as soon as he grabs the orb, but MnnMouse gets the goal gate on the side. All goal gates are open. Sir has the flip, walking forward with the flip. Minty not able to find the angle with the flamethrower, but almost has a flip of his own. They want to get it forward to this Juliet. Etihan pops the Maximus, forces out some abilities from Tomo, and forces the goal. Tomo just didn't have the positioning to save that shot from Soren.
and what a
Great
defense
angle.
by Soren with the open net this entire time against the fire up, but they are not quite able to put it in despite this advantage. Romantic T
Oh,
actually uses the flip for the speed and is able to actually just win the game by himself, by themselves. Absolutely incredible performance so far by Romantic T, putting it in and scoring. And Sir is actually going to be picking first here as well. And
oh, and
again, with
Catalyst is
Catalyst,
up.
Catalyst is up indeed, and that could very well just say, be the nail in the coffin for Powerhouse defenders. But never, I guess, too late. But it's definitely looking pretty grim for the side of Powerhouse.
Yeah, getting that Catalyst and Soren going for the prime time over the big fish. There's just so many issues with that awakening draft from the side of Powerhouse defenders. Despite the catalyst is gone, but you don't grab the size on Soren, which is very important for the Rasmus goalie. Snackin and Smackin are gonna have basically 7 times the energy with a Juliet with catalyst. With an Era with catalyst. But Era is gonna have so much energy and convert that into energy for his teammates as they're already winning the midfield. They get 1 goal gate, and Sir will eventually get this core flip, and that might just secure
I mean,
basically the
Sir's
game once
already
they have
almost
the
at
flip.
core flip here. And has barely even touched the core just by walking into abilities getting flipped. He's gonna use the flip, but who cares? Because he's gonna have flip again in like 3 seconds. Let's be honest. But all barriers are down here. And no flips up yet. Nice attempt on a Romantic T there. Oh, it's gonna
Oh,
go through. Tomotaco crosses the yeesh line and is punished for it here.
yeah. E.T. Han just able to just use the X Maximus to punish Tomo for his positioning and get the goal. But again, 3 flips for Powerhouse defenders is actually a little inefficient. Saving all 3 is a little worse when you have fire up. It's a little bit of math there. But anyway, Tomotaco has his, and goal gates get traded early on. Aromatic VT almost has his. Good flip, gets forward to Soren, who actually flips it away. Good defense. Etihan gets the second goal gate for Powerhouse defenders. Sir doesn't want to flip just yet. They want to find an angle to the goal gate with this flip. Has the flip. MnnMouse great strike defends against it. And Tomo is still getting Oki'd by Etihan. Aromatic BT can't find the dash punch to find the goal gate. Tomo is just still living in the backfield. That's what matters. But Sir gets staggered with a great maelstrom from MnnMouse. Has the flip though. Gets flipped to death, and MnnMouse scores it.
Something you were talking about earlier, the scaling on the X, right? While not really any impressive awakenings, just the existence of having more awakenings by itself definitely allows you to be more powerful on this X, forcing these flips or forcing these evades, and actually slightly giving you a better position in the game as a Romantic T gets second barrier. With flip up, is probably going to be able to put it in if they get the core again here.
Yeah, but they have to get it to him, Soren. Good defense. Good defense again with that prime time. The slow was not enough. MnnMouse not able to defend it, and Mint T with the flip gets a kill on Soren, which resets his Orb Dancer stacks, which is actually really important in what could have been a long game if Powerhouse defenders close out the set. It's a really important kill, even if they lose this round. And Snackin and Smackin still do have a fight in this, despite being down 2-0. MnnMouse and Sir both have flip here in the midfield, just trying to find some angles, trying to get these goal gates. Minty won't be able to find it. Flip comes out from MnnMouse. Can't find much, but gets it cleared. Now E.T. Han trying to win with this X Maximus. Tomo gets the clear against it, and now has flip of his own. We'll lose the goal gate before the flip comes out, and now Soren has flip defensively. Hits it forward. Sir, nice intercept. Now Sir trying to get it to T, trying to get it to a core flip, but E.T. Han with the bell ringer just hits it around Tomo, and he's just sitting on him.
Yeah, something I want to note. Etion definitely embracing this Oki game style. But I have to say this the era Sir is not actually is being a little bit, in my opinion, a little too cautious with how they're flipping. Just a little bit, trying to like set up good flips. But when you have the catalyst and you have the quick strikes, honestly, just flipping it off cooldown might be the play because it allows your Juliet to get closer to their flip, allows your Dubu to get closer to their flip, and it
Yeah.
also gives your entire team speed and allows you to have, I guess, I guess tempo control, right? With these flips, you get tempo control. Just flipping for tempo when you have this much energy being, produced every time anything happens is really important. But we're not going to see the egos be picked up as a romantic tease be able to pick up both bears 2 seconds into the match.
Yeah, very important. Soren, good defense, doesn't die there, but the dash punch with the arrow beam, Boaching beam on the back end secures the first goal. Snackin and Smackin. They didn't get the best awakenings out of there, but they still have enough to be able to maybe just close out this game.
Yep. And something to note is the way Etihan, or I guess the side of Powerhouse defenders, has been winning is Etihan sitting on Tomotaco. But when they're able to, break both barriers 2 seconds into the round, Etihan is not able to like spend enough time sitting on Tomotaco to make an impact. And it's definitely like the game is being decided whether they can actually do this. And the
Oh,
kill is gonna go on through on Etihan here. Both bears are going down. Soren does have flips, but there are flips on the side of Erratic T as well.
can't find the flamethrower to deny the flip, but it has a flip of its own still. They just need to get it forward to Juliet, so they're going to try to kill him. They force out the flip early. That's a really good focus from the side of Powerhouse defenders, but the damage actually finds out Juliet. Sir has core flip. Tomo just wants to buy some time, wants to delay. Gives it forward. Sir tries to find the angle. Death Touch saves it. 4 seconds on the Juliet. Tomo just keeps on saving, keeps on clearing. Minty is back up. They need to find an angle here. Tries to get it forward. E.T. Han can't find any angle on the second goal barrier. The pass is intercepted just barely. Now MnnMouse almost has flip. Forces the flip with the magical maelstrom. And Sir buffs up the flame flurry. And there's nothing Sir can do with that large of a Juliet just
Look at
hitting
these
into his
energy bars
net.
going into this last set. Sir like picked up an entire energy bar by eating up the entire maelstrom. But like at the same time, both teams have essentially two flips on their two forwards, the most important probably two members to have them. But looks like the side of Powerhouse Defenders is able to get the advantage of the. Oh,
Yeah, we'll
never
have to
mind.
see.
The kill goes through with the help of the flip by Aromatic Mint Tea.
Yeah, very important kill from Mint T. Finds a kill on someone that had a lot of energy. The destruction of energy there is basically like a swing in the game state in terms of just macro play.
Yeah.
As Mint T wins against Soren's core flip, gets the second goal gate, trying to get it forward, trying to close out this game. Taco has the core flip in the backfield. They need to get it past this double midfielder of Etihan and MnnMouse. Sir finds a bewitching beam, can't find it. Maelstrom doesn't find much. Tomo still has the core flip. Minty is getting slowed in the front field. Tomo with the core flip gets it forward. Minty, flamethrower goes a little wide, but the strike is true. And Snackin and Smackin take this first game 3-1.
And that's going to be their first game so far uh, in NASA. So welcome Snackin' and Smackin' officially, I guess, to NASA. Able to take their first game against Powerhouse Defenders, and very like very cleanly as well. Definitely was able to get the advantage of this fire up start. And obviously, once the energy awakenings, come out, it's a lot harder to play the game on the losing side. It's a lot harder to come back, as we saw with the Catalyst and the Quick Start.
Yeah, very good game played by the Smackin' and Smackin' team, and we'll have to see if they're able to actually do it for the second game. That's what really matters here is actually closing it out. But as you can see here, just the KOs was the difference. I mean, there's a bit of damage difference, but honestly, it was using the flips better. It was getting these goals more often, and just having that little bit more of control in the midfield.
Yep, it definitely felt like the damage and the KOs when with the side that was getting them was just switching the entire tempo in their favor, right? Because when you're dealing damage, you're forcing evades. When you're getting KOs, you're draining energy from the opponent team, which means they're able to flip less than you. And the more flips you get, the more energy you get. It's kind of like an entire game of like economy, right? Where essentially the side that has the the better economy is going to keep growing, and the side that's struggling on their economy is gonna collapse. And it seems like in this game, Snackin and Smackin, you know, boomed and Powerhouse defenders, you know, collapsed here.
Yeah, it seems like Snackin and Smackin are a little bit better at RTS games, matching that economy. But we'll have to see if the Powerhouse defenders can win a game when it's not Fire Up Start. It's one of the most influential starting awakenings, so we'll have to see if maybe a different set of starting awakenings, a different map, and maybe a different comp even can really change up how this game goes.
Definitely changes how the game is played. Uh, Most likely we'll see a different start here, and we get Night Market. Definitely another interesting map. Not, I guess, quite as slow as Oni Village generally is, but also still a very defensive map.
Yeah, of course, we have switched to the actual spectator tool because it decided to work for fun. Don't worry about it. There's also a sub
Witchings
with.
is in here though. I want to point
Yeah,
this out.
yeah, I
Um,
was just about to say, Witchings has subbed in for MnnMouse. Honestly, it is a downgrade, but it's probably just a issue of scheduling. So we'll have to see if Witchings can
see,
perform.
look, I think you understand this team better than I do. I don't know the difference between Witchings and MnnMouse. I know they're different players, but interesting observation for sure. We're gonna see Juliet's come out on both sides from the side of Etheon, most likely Aromatic Mint once again. This Dubu pick is gonna come out, and the Vice pick
Ooh, nice.
um,
Interesting.
definitely was pretty common a few patches ago on this map due to the amount of skill pressure it gives. But the side of Snackin and Smackin doesn't have as much damage as you would think would be expected in a kill comp, but they still definitely do have their fair share of damage.
Yeah, so it's a starting awakening of Orb Dancer and Deadeye, sir, taking the only one actually taking that Deadeye. Very interesting idea here. As Powerhouse defenders want to get to an early start, Witchings is hit low, but he'll probably heal up as Soren walks past, way past the Yeesh line, able to try to get it through Itihan, but Tomo is defending for now. Finally loses the second goal gate as he takes over to level 2. Soren and Aromatic Minty trying to coordinate to get it past Soren. Tofu Fortress buys some space, but not much. Snackin is not going to need to find something through Soren here. Itihan keeps on pressuring the goal. They get one goal gate finally, but Sir can't hold the midfield for long. Witching's able to just shotgun it through. Aromatic Minty now can't punch it through. Aromatic is getting pretty low in the forward position. Sir can't find the clear angle towards him, so Minty is going to the midfield, trying to just heal up. Punch and strike. Won't find the goal gate just yet. Great defense by Soren. Finds a lot of defense. Now Minty is staggered. He is just trying to buy a lot of space, trying to bait out some abilities. He's just trying to get some form of pressure off being staggered before he dies, as Itihan will finish him with a flamethrower. And now he has Flip walking at Taco. Flip comes out. The angle was a bit off. He tried to do like an interesting cooking angle there, not able to hit it. And now Tomo and Sir both have Flip to defend and to wait for Minty to get back up. As Minty responds, Itihan is almost staggered. They get this in finally staggered. Sir tries to core flip for the goal gate, can't find it as well. But they can punish Itihan with this kill here, hopefully. But Itihan, he gets a great pass from Soren, and he scores the goal.
Yep, and now they're spamming their clankers as we see. As we go into this next point, definitely interesting. The damage is not as one-sided as one might think with the only one person with the Deadeye, right? But a nice kill by Aromatic T. As I said that, proved me wrong in the caster.
Yeah, Minty able to find it. Now trying to force out the flip from Soren. Does get it eventually, but had to use the R and the dash punch for it. Now Minty almost has a flip of their own. They're trying to get it forward. Orb Dancers is on everyone, so it's a bit of an interesting awakening draft. As Sir, great play with the dash, finds the goal gate. Now Minty just strikes it in and has flip for the next round.
Sir is definitely making this Vice character look really fun to play. Had also a lot of really nice rebounds, essentially able to anchor the Juliet and get her the core while also dishing out damage, as we see the kill come through here too from the side of Snackin and Smackin.
Yeah, Sir, with that Deadeye on the power cord, is able to just find the goal. And Aromatic Minty, the core flip mix-up actually works out, and they get the goal gate. Tomo does get punished for the bit of a yeesh lining, loses one goal gate, but Sir gets it forward to Minty. Minty not able to collapse on it. Dash comes in, Sir is able to control the midfield. Itihan gets punished. Great elusive by Sir, and great flame flurry from Minty. Finds Itihan, and now the passing play is clean, and Minty scores the second goal.
Yes, very nice. Strike positioning by Aromatic Mint Tea in that top corner, and Soren was not able to reach the position to get it. And just absolute phenomenal performance today by Snackin and Smackin as they look to take the first set in this game. Almost gets the double doink though by Etion, slightly off.
Yeah, just slightly off, and now Minty is staggered. Etihan wants to look for the kill eventually, but Minty is trying to look for that back orb. They can't actually punish him, and he gets the orb dancer, so he's basically allowed to dodge wherever he wants. He's going forward. He's trying to find the angle. Can't get one goal gate, can't get it past Soren, can't just find that strike angle to be on top of him. But he does regen up, and that's the most important thing. Etihan can't get it through the Taco Dubu, and now Taco has the flip defensively. Minty almost finds the dash punch, doesn't. Tongbo with the core flip trades it with Soren, and Soren passes it to Etihan, who secures the second goal gate, punishing the overextension for the flip from Tongbo. But Minty with a good strike finds the second goal gate. All goal gates are open, and Minty's in a 1v1. Gigabass clears one. Now Etihan in the 1v1 against Tomo. Tomo just finds a good clear angle. Sir defending. Tofu Fortress buys some time. Minty just waiting for the strike. Waits a little too long, misses it. But Sir is closer on the core flip. But Minty with the dash strike mixes up Soren. And Soren was a little too late on the barrage. Snackin Smackin secure the first set.
What a highlight play, but also what a set played by Sir. Just able to essentially dish out the damage while also giving the side of Snackin consistent core control. There's a lot of interesting awakenings here. The prime time is going to be denied from the Kai, but this is, just to point out, this is the new prime time that makes the primers a little bit weaker on this side of Ice. Probably going to lower the damage a little bit. What are your thoughts on just that sequence of events?
Yeah, so the prime time, it does weaken the damage, but adding an extra charge increases the amount of uptime you have, and when you're using with that Deadeye, it honestly makes up for the damage. So you just have more of a net positive damage overall with 2 charges, which gives you a little more effective CD, which is what really matters on the Vice, is getting more of those out, because it's only like a 300 damage ability, so you want more damage, more of them out for core control than actually scoring. But as I say that, Etihan kind of just 1v3'd, and with a good clear angle from Witchings, finds the goal.
Yeah, that is for sure. Very nice play by Etihan, trying to look to bring the series back, because they are off to a little bit of a deficit here in the second game, and they need to win this game if they're going to want to win the series, right? Because Snackin and Smackin were able to take this.
Yeah, they want to set it to a game 3, even though they are subbing in Witchings. They want to have a little pressure. As Minty with the Egoist is finding an angle. He gets 1 goal gate. Can't the strike though. Very important. His Egoist speed is going to fall off pretty soon here. Tries to find anything on Etihan, but Et just holds the core, has his flip of his own, finds the goal gate. Past Taco, Witchings trying to find the lock and load, but just finds the pass, and Etihan secures the second goal.
Yep. The Egoist speed, definitely, like, you want to score on that, but you're not as, pressured to score, because even if you don't get the, with the Egoist speed, you still get 10%, passive speed just having the flip. But sadly, Aromatic Mint Tea misses the core flip and loses the point.
Yeah, unfortunately they lose the point, but they still have an option to come back here. Soren has the flip. Great kill, great combo from Sir's dash. Sir's dash and Mint Tea's Flame Flurry finds the kill, and now they find both goal gates, and they just strike better. Snackin and Smackin want to win the set.
There's a lot of things happening there. I don't think Soren understood what was happening because there were just a lot of particles flying around. I believe both Juliets used their ultimate, but the side of Aromatic Mint Tea was able to push it first, which put it through the goal there. Soren was not able to do that.
Yeah, Soren just not able to react there. A lot of ults get traded, a lot of flips get traded, and Snackin's back and lose 1 goal gate, but with the Orb Dancer coming out on both goalies, it buys them some time to walk forward. They're trying to get it forward. Minty has an angle here. Dash Punch won't find the goal gate. Now Witchings can't win the midfield against Sir, as Sir gets 2 goal gates. What a play by Sir. Gets both goal gates in a very large advantage as the Tofu Fortress with the Missile Propulsion comes out. It buys a lot of time for Aromatic Mint-Tea to find this Flame Flurry and find the goal. What a great play from Sir, and what a great punish from Domo as he walks up with that Missile Propulsion debut ult and makes it so that Mint-Tea can find that goal.
And Snackin and Smackin has been making a statement in this series. Absolute phenomenal play by all 3 players on their team. Tomotaco has been holding it down. Sir has been consistently giving midfield control, and Aromatic Mint Tea has been putting in some excellent goals. very efficient in their goal takes against, one is Soren the best goalie in Omega Strikers, right? But
Ooh.
and Soren says he is as he gets the core right to Etion as he puts it in. Nice play to bring back the series to 1-1 here.
Yeah, Soren is making an argument for best midfielder in the league as he walks for it again and secures Orb Replicator, which is really important with everyone taking the Dancer. How Replicator works with multiple Dancer is kind of funny, but easiest way to explain it, big speed.
Yeah, I think that might be, we saw the Catalyst come through, the Quick Strikes come through as in the Fire Up game. The Replicator in the Dancer start game might actually be the nail in the coffin, sadly. But something to note out is the Primetime Fire, Rapid Fire has come out. As we often see on this channel, Primetime Tuesdays, Rapid Fire ladder. But this is literally the canon Primetime Tuesday right here on this device here. With Fire Up, Rapid Fire and Primetime able to essentially just rapid fire these primaries out. And you see the effectiveness of the core control gain. Who cares if you have Replicator if we just have permanent core control because we have infinite primaries coming out here.
Yeah, Vice is one of the lowest primary CDs in the game. And Sir, with this rapid fire and the Prime Time, is just able to hit so many of them and provide that pressure as they are providing even more pressure, getting one goal gate, trying to get the second, but they'll have to get an angle here. Etihan is doing a really good job playing this midfielder role. Etihan does have the core flip, is forced to use it and can't find the goal gate. Etihan is basically using everything in midfield. They finally get one goal gate for their efforts, but it's not what you want. You don't want your Juliet being your primary midfielder here.
Orbs are spawning here though, as we see Soren looking to pick up the orb, is able to steal it, but loses the barrier in response. We're gonna actually see a lot of interesting plays like this, like where Aromatic Mint Tea is looking to steal these orbs from Soren, because if Soren loses these orbs, who cares if you have Replicator Dancer if you don't get the orb in the first place?
Yeah, orbs are very important for Soren, and Minty wants to contest all of them. So far, he's getting the orb with them, which does help because he's also taking Dancer.
Yep.
So it does give him some speed to catch up as Tomo, great kill on the stagger. Tomo is playing way past the goal line and not being punished for it, as that is a checkmate right there. Soren not able to clear it, and Snackin and Smackin are one goal away from taking us to another set win for them.
Yeah, this rapid fire prime time is just absolutely, disgusting to deal with. The amount of pure damage, but also pure core control it provides for the side of Snackin and Smackin is just, it's making it so Soren isn't even able to pick up these orbs in the first place. And who cares if you have Dancer Replicator if you just can't even get to the orbs. As a Romantic Minty once again is able to get both barriers without any say on the side of Powerhouse defenders. They're just not able to defend. They're not very Powerhouse defenders in this case at all. In fact, Soren almost dies here, almost loses all orb stacks, has to play life here.
Yeah, he's sacking the entire... He's trying to play it defensively as possible. He doesn't want to lose the orbs, but you're going to lose the set when you're playing like that as your goalie. And Snackin and Smackin secure the final goal. This Awakening Draft will be very interesting as Sir does get first pick. This could turn into a very powerful Vice, as we'll have to see what they take. Heavy Impact here is so bis on him. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a demon.
Way too short, but there's also some interesting choices. Obviously the Quick Strikes, the Chrono Beast boost, definitely the Heavy Impact, in my opinion, I agree with. Absolutely just disgusting cooldown timers, especially because of how clumped up Powerhouse defenders are playing. They're essentially forced to play, 3 goalies because of how much core control there are. And if you thought Rapid Fire Prime Time was bad, you're about to see a lot more primaries come out of this Vice.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
And the damage as well, by the way, from Heavy Impact and Deadeye is also pretty gross.
Yeah, he's just spamming these primaries like they're nothing. He's spamming them like they're strikes here. Yeah. I fear he is scaled a little bit. There's not much you can do. Minty finds another kill, and Sir just has it on basically a strike CD.
Another one.
No signs of stopping. Sir again grabbing more stuff, and the core flip won't secure. Great defense by Soren. But again, Etihan is low. Second still have both goal gates up. Etihan and Witchings are trying to coordinate, trying to get this goal gate, but Etihan can't find with the flamethrower. Good strike from Taco. As now Sir trying to get forward to Aromatic Minty, has the strike angle. Good barrage, buys some more time, but Sir still has those rapid fire power chords. He still has a lot more pressure. Supernova comes out, tries to find it towards Minty, forces out the flip from Soren. Flamethrower a little too late to deny it, but Soren gets the clear. Now, Tomo with the Tofu Fortress finds a good angle forward. Minty trying to find the core finally. Soren is getting low. Itihan is getting low. Tomo has the core flip. Itihan is staggered. Minty finds the kill, getting rid of the orb stacks and scoring the goal.
And honestly, that might be the nail in the coffin. These primaries are, as you said, are coming out as like strikes. I think actually there's been more primaries cast in this game than Sir's strikes, just because of how many Sir has. Actually does miss the primary, so it's not able to get the heavy impact proc. But rapid fire prime time is very fun in its own right. And another one's gonna come through as the second goal is gonna come through, and it looks almost like Powerhouse Defenders has given up because there's not too much they can even do if they don't have any form of core control. They have no way to score, and Soren doesn't have stacks of orb either, so you know that win con is gone as well.
Yeah, Soren is known a little bit in the community for tilting a bit, as you can see there. Just the amount of pressure Sir is providing on like a 2-second cooldown is a little insane, as Minty will secure the second goal gate, emote spam on him, and they will secure the game very shortly as he waits for the dash punch. Good clear by some time, but it's basically a done deal as Sir is trying to just get it forward. Itihan has an angle to get a goal gate here, but Taco, great
And
defense.
there it is.
And there it is. Sir will secure the final goal.
Sir. Aromatic Minty definitely not to be looked down upon, but that game was the Sir game, the Vice game. If that wasn't like the Vice midfield performance, you know, I don't know what was. Essentially spamming these primaries as if they're, you know, strikes, in complete dominance in the core control department.
Yeah,
You
complete
see the
dominance.
stats come through here. Look at the damage from Sir. Just twice as much as almost everyone else in the entire game. More redirects as well. Absolute phenomenal performance, and also good performance by Romantic Minty, putting in 9 goals and 5 kills as
Yeah,
well. Able to, you know, pick up, secure these kills that Sir is damaging. Um,
yeah,
Absolutely
Minty
fantastic.
Minty both games have been able to just slot in 9 goals. Absolute insane play from T, actually securing these shots into actual goals. And that is actually Smackin's first win for the NASA season. Very, very interesting matchup here, as both teams will be 1-2.
Yep, definitely. Absolute fantastic performance. You can't help but root for the team like this. Definitely was the underdogs coming into it, but is not only able to, you know, get their first match, their game win, but their first match win as well. And you know, if they want to be have a contest in this series, I mean, in this NASA season, these wins against these teams are very important. As they're able to pick up their first win.
Yeah, they will be able to pick up their first win, but we still have 2 more games to go. The next game will be Raw Academy. I just saw Raw. Raw Academy versus the Bozo Bunch. But before that, we will be going to a break.
Yep, definitely stay tuned because that's going to be a banger for sure.